to the show. We are live in here and we're having so much fun because Theresa Kiernan is here. She is the, she is not the, she's with DRYLUX. Look at me, I'm all flustered because why? Because I've been sitting here just talking away and I didn't get myself set up for the show. So here I am. If you want to find, you got to check us out. We're on Facebook at Networking Arizona and you can see us live in here doing this show. It is so much fun and that's why we're having fun even before we come on.
Absolutely. I can't even hear myself.
Well, hey, I want to talk about DRYLUX, okay? Because DRYLUX has been around in the Valley for over 18 years. And we've been talking a lot about people who have had rain damage, flood damage, fire, so much. And, you know, as I've gotten to know you, you have really enlightened me on this subject. It's a crazy...
There's so many things you learn in restoration that you really do not realize happen on the opposite side of the fence with it. You think of restoration and sometimes you think of cars, to where your home sometimes has to go through restoration because of the fire,
right,
the rain, wind damage, biohazard. There's a lot of different causes where all of a sudden you're stuck and you see bubbling in your corners of your walls. You see something in a bathroom where it's bubbling.
Well, listen to this. I mean, you are the perfect example. You've had in your all the time that you've owned your homes, you have experienced, you walk the talk. You have experience, yes. And you know what people have to go through. Sometimes they have to get out of their homes. Look, I lost my house in the Northridge earthquake. There was a lot of restoration that had to be done,
yes,
in order to at least make the house livable, right? And that's, you're out of your house. And it doesn't have to be something as big as that, because it can be something just sometimes you have a fireplace that goes up in smoke because you didn't open the flue.
The flue,
right.
You can have a lot when it comes to the fire restoration side, which for me the past 4 months have been enlightening, a very huge learning experience, because you do not realize how much you see the same cause of a fire: burning food, not cleaning out your vent dryers, your vents in your home,
in your kitchen. I'm not in your kitchen, but in your bathroom, you say.
Right, lithium
fire
batteries, plugs, outlets that look like that. You really have to be on top of your surroundings at home, to understand what these causes are. Candles. Do not leave a burning candle on when you're going to bed. Cigarettes. Do not smoke in the house. There's so many causes, and for a fire, you're caught off guard.
There's also natural disasters, right?
Exactly.
I mean, like me, but also when we have a flood, like we have floods, we have the rains in our homes. So many times you have not had your roofs checked.
Right, exactly. And like what happens with that, because Arizona is such a dry state, everything dries up. You're sun-beaten, everything dries up. Go look out, go look in the desert or find a piece of land to where you see how dry it is and think of that as your home, and all of a sudden we get these rains to where, you have half of an inch of rain, even a quarter of an inch of rain all at once. And then all of a sudden you're going to find cracks in you're going to see certain shadows in your walls, or your roof all of a sudden has a leak.
There's also other things, and I'm just going to mention this as a possibility because I have seen it before, I've heard about it. There are hoarders out there.
Right, and there have been...
We've never talked about that.
Unfortunately not. Hoarders, which I've seen, especially with a lot of the fire calls the last probably month and a half, the colder it gets, people are going to try to find a warmer space. They go into a home, well, vacant or not, but you have hoarders, but you have, what are they?
Squatters.
Squatters go into a home as well.
That's another thing.
So there are, and there have been a lot of those, but when it comes to a fire, when you do have somebody in a hoarding situation, it's very difficult, and I give a lot of respect for our first responders out there, more than I ever have before, only because I've gone out on those. You do not realize how difficult it is for a first responder to try to tackle a fire.
So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna open up the lines to the audience, because what we want to do, what you wanna do, is try and get the consumer who has had these kinds of issues, and that you need to have somebody who's coming in who knows what they're doing. This is really important.
And the estimates are free.
The estimates that they do are free, but at the end of the day, when it's all done, you have a $100 voucher that they can use for their choice.
Well, yeah, it's, and what I've found too, there's a lot of, when it comes to fire, I've gone out and I've purchased clothes for folks because they have nothing. When you lose something like that, you do not realize how valuable just that one small donation thing can help somebody.
Right.
I've gone home and cleaned out my closets because I wanted to go and organize clothes according to size because of what people have lost. But you do not realize how important just just giving something back in that respect, how much it makes a difference to somebody, even if it's buying food, something. Even if you have water damage, your house is torn up because you have to have, a company, DRYLUX come in and, start that mitigation site and clean everything out. Your life is disrupted.
Now, when you call
really
them,
is.
what they want, what she would like you to do, number one, is call direct at 480-750-8220 extension 220.
Correct. That is me direct.
That's her direct.
Always ask for me. I would love to talk to anybody direct that, does want to call in so we can help with that. Let me help with that.
Yeah,
Let me come out.
Let me explain to you about her, okay? I got 2 minutes to do this. So, first of all, number one, her heart. You're the biggest heart as a person that I've ever met in a very long time, believe me. And you are there to try and help people who have gone through something like this, and to help them be able to make it easier on them in any way that you can. So you can call in here. We want you to also be able to call in here at 602-277-5369. I'm gonna let everyone call throughout the rest of the show. Now, what this is for is if you have already a situation that you need to have fixed, right?
Right.
You can call in here, and at the end of the day, once the job is done, you get that $100 voucher towards whatever you need. You might need clothes, you might need something to redecorate with, whatever. It doesn't matter.
There's always something little I found, that can easily be replaced, but somebody, there was a client that actually wanted to do that. They said, you should do this, and I'm like, that's a really good idea.
Yes.
Because I'll go out on my own, but it's nice just to be able to give something back.
Yeah. Now, they're A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, and what they bring to you is quality and experience. They're both residential and commercial. They are statewide, and you can call her direct. That's what she wants you to do, or call in here. You can do it either way, and our number here is 602-277-5369, or you can call her direct at 480-750-8220. It's extension 220. Listen, they are located in Gilbert, but they are statewide. They are 24/7 ready there to help you. But call her direct at 480-750-8220 extension 220, or call us here direct. Solar, that's your ADH solar friend.
Yeah.
You're a good thing there, Phil. That was hysterical. So, let's keep on talking.
I think, you
That
don't.
kind of it went fine, and you're okay with that?
Yeah, and there, the other thing, you don't realize, like with the windows, I was walking around my windows today, earlier.
Yeah.
And you need to check those as well.
Oh my God, you have to check
When
everything.
it rains, it pours, the water goes down into the walls, which I think the next show we have,
Mhm.
I'm gonna have photos of what the different things look like. If it's window, if it's up in the ceiling, if it's down on the
I
floor.
wanna talk to you about that too.
To get an idea of what the visuals look like. Black mold. There's
So the
black
next one
mold
will
that
be better because
actually
we'll be
can
more prepared, because we have to, I wanna sit down and talk about, you know, different things like this and have people, like, you go in and do a free estimate,
Yeah.
right? And then you come in and and we also wanna talk a little bit about, the fact that it's gonna be less than their deductible most of the time.
Usually they are, unless it's for some reason, it's just somebody has a
Huge.
smaller deductible these days, but most likely
Yeah,
not. Everybody's increasing their deductibles
Right.
to have a lower rate. And the cost of home insurance is going up, which is horrible.
let's talk about that too.
Yeah, it makes,
mean,
and
we
I
can go
talk
for an
to
hour.
a lot of agencies all the time, and they say too, I wish people would just call and ask first before they go ahead and file a claim,
Mhm.
because of that deductible side of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is unfortunate. It's unfortunate that it's like that, but it is.
Well, they don't know it, again, we've talked about it, they don't know what they don't know. Your book over there, which is underneath there, is that the coloring book underneath that thing, or is that the book that you put
There's the
together?
booklet, and then I do have a coloring book. I should put the coloring book out there.
Oh my God, I hope it's a call. Or is it somebody from DRYLUX? What is it?
Good afternoon, thank you for calling DRYLUX. This is Theresa. Hello? Hello? Yeah, I can hear you just fine. Hello?
Go off. You're gonna be on the air any second. Okay, hold on. Is this a client?
Oh, okay, you know what, that'd be great. Can I call you back though in the middle of something right
Go over there. Go over there.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Let me just tell you about radio and how powerful it can be.
What?
Was we were just doing this show and we were talking about how a lot of people don't realize that their deductible is usually low, how do you say that? Higher than what they're gonna have to pay.
Your deductible, usually these days, is higher in some cases because you're trying to keep your home insurance down.
Right.
So in some cases, yes, there might be a repair needed, that is lower than your deductible. So you want to avoid filing that claim, get the free estimate first before you file that.
Right, and not only that, home insurance, you said we're talking home warranty insurance has gone up.
The cost of home insurance
Has
has
gone
gone
up,
up. Oh,
right.
yes,
So-
everybody, I know right now, is a lot of folks are just shopping rates.
Right, and you walk the talk. You are here to help people through a, situation that usually, anything that happens, especially when it comes to your home and it's flooded or whatever, especially fire, you've been dealing with that so
Right.
much. And what we're doing is we have our lines open here, and we're gonna let everyone call throughout the rest of the show. And you wanna call, you can either call her direct or you can call me. She's a doll and just cares about everybody, but she's giving $100 voucher at the end of the day, once everything is, done, that you get a voucher of $100 so that you can put it towards something that you might need. You have been out, like when you went out on fires, I don't know what you call that, but you were going to help people, and you created a teddy bear to give to the children.
It helps with the kids, it helps keep their mind
A coloring book,
off. There's a coloring book, there's
Right.
crayons, but when you have little ones that,
they're scared, and they're in shock
scared, right?
too,
They're
right?
They're in shock.
Nothing but a
right.
teddy bear. The teddy bear helps me, just because teddy bear makes you feel comfy, you know, it's like you can
It's
hold on
security.
to it. It is security.
And that goes in with, there's a blanket.
And there's a blanket
Right,
that she
right.
brings to everybody too. So, because, you know, even adults get scared too, right?
You'd be surprised, adults, when you're going through something like that, especially when it comes to a fire, I mean, you're in shock. Because not only one, if you're being evacuated, say if you're in an apartment or a condo, you know, you're being evacuated, you're being removed from your residence, you don't know if you're gonna be going back in.
Well,
It's just-
you've
it's
seen
fact.
houses that are
I've
very
completely-
recently out in Mesa that have just gone down.
Yeah.
They're demolished from fires. But it doesn't have to be something that big. There are other types of things. We're talking about mold. Let's talk about mold, because people out there, you don't realize that black mold.
It's dangerous, yeah,
Mhm.
if you, I mean, any type of a discoloration, and I hear this all the time, oh, I got some bleach out and I cleaned it. No, it doesn't, you need to have it chemically treated the right way, so the mold does not come back.
Mhm.
Black mold is horrible. Insurance companies do not like to see or hear anything with black mold. It's very dangerous. Any type of mold is dangerous. It's hazardous.
It's hazardous to your health.
To your pet's health. If somebody is asthmatic, I mean, there's so many factors that goes into when you have damage done to, you have damage that happens, fire, water, you know, a leak, a roof leak, window leak where it goes into the walls. I mean, any type of damage you have, it needs to be properly taken care of, you know, treated, etc. Otherwise, it's gonna be a constant, you know, you're just band-aiding something temporarily. You need to have it done by an expert, taken care of by an expert, you know, torn out, treated from A to Z. You need a company that knows what they're doing, such as DRYLUX, to come in and take care of those
Now,
issues.
her phone number, it's 480-750-8220. It's extension 220, and you can sit and talk to her. She is all about helping people. This is what she does. And you've been in the insurance industry for how
Oh
long?
God, over 24 years.
Over 24 years, so she knows the ins and outs of this, and it's so important for people who are going through something like this to make sure that you have somebody. You think you're calling your insurance company and they're on your side when they're really not.
The minute you pick up the phone, anytime you call, I mean, it's immediately, you know, if you call a claim, the claims number for whatever company it is, the minute you call, you know, you're gonna have, it's immediately documented. You know, whether you're filing a claim or not, you know, you're gonna have that documentation there for something, even if it's something exceptionally simple that can be done without filing a claim. Insurance companies, they do not like claims.
And so, what we're talking about here is that it's better off for you to call and get a free quote. Find out before you even call don't bother, because let's find out how much is it, what does this look like, and get it done by an expert that can come in there and do that free quote for you. And the other thing about DRYLUX is that once you call them, and if you decide that's what you want to do and that's what you're, would like, then what happens is they are full service to you.
Correct.
You don't have to go anywhere else. They will help you from soup to nuts, from the beginning to end,
That's
to be
right.
able to do that. And she's offering for people who are in this situation, maybe it's you or someone that you know, it's $100 gift certificate at the end that when you're all done, because there's things you're gonna need. It may be
Right.
need to use it for what your needs are. And our number here, if you'd like to call here, we're gonna let everyone call throughout the rest of the show. It's 602-277-5369. And again, her number is 480-750-8220. It's extension 220. Now, I know you got a call while we were just coming on, and I just wanted to say to whoever that was, hold on tight, she's almost done off the air, and she will be able to talk to you. And I love that.
I don't
just
think
did that.
she
That's
didn't.
it.
She didn't expect me to answer the phone.
Yeah, I think it was funny because we were just, oh my God. So, but here's the thing, folks. With DRYLUX, they're the ones that come out, they have 18 years of experience. They are 24/7 for you. And also, even though they're located in Gilbert, they are statewide. statewide, and they do these free estimates for everybody. They're A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, and they're also residential and commercial. They bring quality, they bring experience. Do not just call your insurance company. Get quotes, make sure that you do that. You also do not just homes, you also do mobile homes as well,
Condos,
manufactured homes.
Yes, right, and to where a lot of folks do not realize that it is a home too.
Oh, it
You
is.
know, and they haven't, you know.
And they own them.
It's, you can have, you know, mold, water damage, fire, I mean, you know, I will, a lot of times with a manufactured home, the fire side of it, unfortunately, it's not,
Say it, because I don't know how to
I
say
mean,
it.
it's just not, you know, sometimes I see a lot of the manufactured and or mobile homes, they're not salvageable.
Oh, that's sad.
You know, but when it comes to the water, which they get water leaks, they still have, I
Mhm.
mean, you know, those are, it just really depends. It really depends on the situation, but you're never gonna know unless you call.
You know-
You're never gonna know unless you call and say, hey, this is what's going on. Can you help, or can you come out and take a look?
Her
and
number.
That's what we will do.
Her number is 480-750-8220. It's extension 220. She's got the heart of gold. She is here to help people out there. Maybe it's you or someone that you know that has, you know, and it really, how long, you know, let's say there's people out there that, you know, oh my God, I'm just not gonna do it right now. I don't wanna do it
Don't
now,
wanna
I'll wait.
No, the longer you wait, the worse it's gonna get. The
Mhm.
longer you wait, the more damage you can have. I mean, in all honesty, I did that with the shower in my master bath. I put it off, I ignored it, and I had more damage, you know, when I first moved in my house than what I ever thought I could, because I avoided it. I didn't know any better.
Mhm.
I
But
mean,
now
I
you know,
really didn't
that's
know
where
I
you
know.
learn on this show.
Correct.
You learn what to look for. You learn, you know, that things are gonna be pretty much probably under your deductible anyway. You learn that the insurance companies, they're gonna take your claim and they're gonna claim and have that down on writing the minute you make that call. You do not want to have to do that. Call first. Let her walk through you know, everything through with you, and her phone number is 480-750-8220. It's extension 220. You can check them out. It's DRYLUX, dry and then LUX.com. And the main thing is that for what you've been through, you've been on both sides of the fences here. You've done insurance, now you're on this side.
Right.
You know, and you know how to help people. Make sure you call her. I'm gonna end it on this, okay? $100 voucher at the end. When it's all done, you're gonna get something that she wants to give back to you as
Right.
well. The phone number is 480-750-8220, extension 220, or call us here all throughout the show, 602-277-5369.